Alright guys, so I have decided to make a short video on some recent rule changes that Bandai has dished out to the game that I have felt kind of strongly about. So let's talk about it, and I'm going to present my point of view on what's happening to this card game. I'm not saying that this card game is going to shit or something, right? So this is not the intention, so don't think it like that. That's not something that I think that it is. But however, that Bandai do make some rule changes that are very, very strange in my opinion, and I do not know why, but let's talk about it right now. As you can see from this screen, that we have King Vegeta's surprise attack. This is something that I want to talk about, which is, so this card, if you've been in the game for quite some time, is not really sin play, but strategically used, this card can be really, really good, especially with in combination with Deadly Defender. So what does this card do? He's King Vegeta's surprise attack and activate battle. You for 1 green energy, and you don't activate during counter phase or something. It's during battle, so it's after your opponent's attack combo phase. You get to choose up to one of your battle cards, and it gains 10,000 and revenge for the duration of the turn. So if you have a deadly defender, which is a something that you have to take care of before you could hit the leader, that card gains 10,000 and revenge, and it becomes 25k, and it has defense for the duration of the turn. So with just one sweep, you literally just hold all attacks because nobody wants their battle card to die. So when you use this card strategically, it is really a surprise because your opponent thinks that he's going to swing and it's going to be alright, but then you revenge, your King Vegeta surprise attack it, and then the opponent's battle card died. So you turn the table around with 1 green energy. This card has a bad side also because it only gives you battle cards. So if you do not have things like Deadly Defender or a blocker on your in your battle area, your opponent, it's literally safe because they don't have to swing into your battle cards. They could swing at your leader, and this card is useless against on a leader because it says choose one of your battle card. So it does not gain, you can't use it on your leader, so there's no way that you can gain any benefit off from your leader. So you kind of need cards that your opponent wants to swing against, and you can't really play this as an energy because once people see it in your energy area, they will be careful when they swing against you. So it has to go both good and bad, and when you use it properly, it has a very devastating effect on your opponent. However, with a recent rule change, Bandai make a rule change, and I would like to show it to you now. Let's go and take a look at sorry. Okay, it's here. There's a change to it, and we would like to take a look. I should have put this here. Sorry about this. Okay, here we go. So this is 10.9.1, 10-9-1. So the change is this: revenge is an auto keyword which described as this skill activates when this card becomes a guard card, KOing the attacking card at the end of the turn. This is a very strange wording. I would just explain how this is going to work moving forward. It just says that because revenge is an auto keyword, so it does not kick in at the start. So revenge is not there at the start, so revenge doesn't work. So you do get 10k, don't get me wrong, but because revenge now has been changed into an auto keyword, you just don't get revenge on King Vegeta on the battle card. You do get revenge though, but it comes at the end of the turn or something. So at the end of the battle. So the card that was attacking your battle card will not get KO'd. This is true. Check it with the user community. I double check that, and this is what they said. And it seems check out that the user community really agrees on that. So this basically means. So how does the revenge works, right? So with King Vegeta surprise attack, if the first swing, so you have a battle card on board, and then someone swings against it. All right, so I swing against it. You King Vegeta surprise attack. Now it gets 10k, and then it gets revenge. But before the rule change is that my card get KO whether it is barrier or not, because revenge is a keyword that does not say choose, right? So it does not have choose. So even if I have barrier, I die because revenge does not choose. So it's a good way to get rid of barrier cards too. However, with this particular change, what's happening now is that your battle card gets 10k when I swing. When I swing at your battle card, you King Vegeta surprise attack during your combo phase, it gets 10k, but it only gets revenge after the battle. So that means my first swing, I won't die. Yeah, my battle card is swing against you, does not die. And if I swing again with my second battle card against your card that has King Vegeta surprise attack from the first battle, then the card dies. The second battle card that I swing against die. I'm not sure who would be not so that stupid to do that, because you know that the card has revenge now, and it's on the board, and it has extra 10k. So I don't think that anyone will swing their second battle card against that card unless they really want to get rid of it. But however, most of us, we will not do it because we now know that it has revenge and it already has 10k. Yeah, so a 15k becomes a 20k, 25k, so it's much harder to take care of. This is not exactly it's a very strange ruling, in my opinion, because it did not fulfill two things. Number one, I don't understand why this ruling was changed. King Vegeta surprise attack was never an issue with the user community, with the card game, and using it strategically, it actually used really good effort, good results. So it has quite a high, quite a substantial risk in that it is a dead card if your opponent pushes for the game against a leader. However, at the same time, it is a very powerful card when used properly. For example, if you are playing veggies and then you swing with your Kappa, that green Kappa, and then you just bait your opponent to swing against Kappa because he would like to take the bait, and then you do a King Vegeta surprise attack, and then hopefully take out one of their battle cards, which they kind of was using it against you, right? So that was like the how you're gonna use it. I personally like this card. However, I find myself not using it because I love to use it again with Vegito, the ultimate boxed Vegito. And from time to time, I really love to use it. The reason why is because combining with Vegito, it becomes a 30k blocker with revenge, and I could use it just to extend my play to get out my big drop. Because I love to play the Zamasu archetype. So this is one of the how I'm gonna extend my play. However, slowly I realize it is not as good as it is because it is really more of a dead card in your hands. And then if you play too many of them, if you slap it in an energy area, your opponent will be very careful when they swing against you because you already gave your surprise away. So this is not exactly, with the new ruling right now, this is not even a surprise because you're just telling, hey, this card has revenge, don't swing against it anymore. Yeah, so this is very strange. I couldn't for my life figure out why Bandai thinks that this card needs some attention. Most probably it's a new set that they're going to bring out, and the playtester has really warned them about this card. It's going to break something in the deck, or it's not going to make some decks unfun. it's gonna make some decks some fun, and that they're gonna bring out is their new card. They kind of need to sell it, so I don't know. Let's see what is the reason here. Yeah. So that's what I want to talk about. This is one of the rule change which I find it very appalling and confusing. And Bandai, if you're watching my videos, I know there is no way you're watching my videos, but if you are watching my videos, would love to keep the rule changes down to kind of minimum, especially things like that, you know, if you're gonna make a rule change, do like a FAQ, not an FAQ, but do like a statement, like why you think, you know, how when you do a banned list and limited list, you do a statement on why a certain card is being hit. I think this is very important. Not important, this would be much appreciated. Yep. So let us understand why you're changing it. At the same time, I would like to address something which was done up by the user community, not done up by the user community, but someone brought it up, and it is still in theme with the strange rulings when it comes to Bandai. All right, so it has to do with one of the set 3 cards, Margin Defiler, West Supreme Kai. So if you don't know, this is a card that you almost never seen play. At the start, everyone was kind of playing this because it was a pretty nice card, like concept wise. It was a pretty cool card because it's a 2 cost, you know, the magic elf, where it's 1 cost when you can tap it for 1 energy. Yep. So you could, for 2 costs, it's a 10k, and then was it a 5k or 10k? I have no idea. It's one of those. So when you tap it, you get to produce 1 blue energy. So that's pretty good, yeah. And the card text just says you can use this card to pay for energy costs even when it is in your battle area. So you could, so for 2 energy, it's like a objection, right? Because you tap 2 energy, you have 1 battle card with barrier that has 1 energy. You can tap that card for more to produce more energy. However, it's not as good as objection, because being a battle card in rest mode, it is easy to take it out, and it's a high priority target for your opponent. That's why combining with King Vegeta Surprise Attack might be a good idea for that card, because people will want to take it out, right? Because it helps with the mana ramp. However, a very strange ruling comes under Margin Defiler West Supreme Kai, which is this. Okay. All this are pretty straightforward. Can you use this card to pay for energy if it's in rest mode? No, you can't. You have to tap it. Okay, when this card is in play, are you required to pay for the energy cost of other cards? No, you may choose whether to use this card as energy or not. Yeah. When this card is in play, can it count as part of your energy total? No, you can't, because it's a battle card, it's not an energy, right? Can you use battle card with barrier to combo? Yes, you can, of course. Yeah, you can use battle card with barrier, because is not. Wow. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. But this is the interesting one. Okay, so stay with me here. When this card is in your battle area, so this card is there. It is there in your battle area, you pay 2 costs, and this card is out. Can you switch this card to rest mode in order to pay for the 1 non-colored energy or 1 blue energy cost for Union Fusion? Okay, so can you use it if it's in rest mode? No, you can't. This card skills cannot be used to pay for card skill costs. I don't know why. Why? Okay, so you can use this card to pay for energy costs even when it's in your battle area. But this card skill cannot be used to pay for skill costs. So I can treat it as if it's an energy. It produces blue, allowing you to pay for specific costs also. But this card skill can't be used to pay for skill costs. So honestly, I don't think it makes any sense here, but Bandai rules it like that. So we should take it. It's useless to discuss against Bandai because it's how they feel about their cards. They are the ones who create the cards. But it baffles me. The way that Bandai makes ruling, it's really baffling. It's like you can't read it very, very straightforward and understand that how Bandai would rule. So for those people who are out there and then they need clarification, as in the DBS community group on Facebook, those people that keep on replying, hey, can't you just read? Can't you just read? Guys, shut up. Look at all these things, right? Look at all these changes that Bandai is making. So if you're just reading Revenge, you would think that, okay, I get it for the duration of the turn because that's what it says. Yeah, choose up to one every battle card against 10k and Revenge for the duration. If this card is attack, KO the attacking card after the battle for the duration of the turn. Okay, if I'm gonna read that, that's how I'm gonna interpret it. No, but this card game has evolved, and no longer reading it's gonna be that helpful because sometimes we need clarification like that. And I was glad that people in the card game community was helping me to clarify the King Vegeta surprise attack changes. But even in the post itself, there are people who just said that, okay, why don't you read the card? Yeah, I read the card. It says it checks out. It did checks out, but I know that there's some changes to it, to the ruling. Yep, especially with cards like that. You can use this card to pay energy costs, even it's in your battle area, but no, this card can be used to pay for skill costs. Yep. So strange ruling, strange time. However, the card game is still fun. I'm having so much fun playing it with my Chi-Lai deck and my Golden Frieza. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether this video comes out before my Golden Frieza deck profile, but check out that one. That's something that I really, really like, and honestly, having so much fun playing with it. Yeah. So guys, have fun with the game, and let's hear. Thanks for hearing my rant. Not exactly my rant. Kind of, it is my rant. So thank you guys. Let's see each other, or let's hear from each other in the next video. All right. Ciao. Bye.